What's up, guys? It's Desert Fox, and today I'm going to be talking about, unfortunately, the sad state of Battlefield. Now, I've been playing since it launched on PC for about, well, the first week and a half or about 2 weeks till they had a big update come out on the PC. A lot of people were having mixed performance. Some people with higher NPCs weren't even able to play at highest settings. I have a GTX 680, and I was not able to play anything above medium, and it still be somewhat smooth until that patch came out, which is unacceptable for that good of a graphics card that game couldn't run. It still suffers from, especially on PC, server issues, the servers crashing, rubber banding, especially in vehicles. It's gotten better, but it was really bad at launch for a lot of people. It's gotten somewhat better. I know there was threads and stuff saying about the turn off the multi-threading in your processor because this something DICE did with that made it mess up and it would work better, but I never messed with that. Then the consoles came out. Well, first the current gen consoles came out at the same time as PC. They weren't the great looking, of course, because these are 8-year-old systems basically, and they of course had their problems too. Next gen came out, then the PSN servers apparently were crap, and it was terrible on PlayStation 4 from the sounds of it. Servers being down, not working at all. Xbox came out then too. It was iffy, especially the first day apparently for any EA games, and it continued to be okay somewhat when it worked, but there was a lot of server issues. It would crash, show you back to the home page a lot, and it didn't work. And then that's when they're like, oh, we're gonna give everybody experience, even though that really does nothing. It's like, oh, hey, thanks for the extra experience. I guess your game still doesn't fucking work 50% of the time. It's like, don't get me wrong, the game is extremely fun, especially if you can get in with your friends and play and you're having a good match when it works. And if it doesn't crash, kick you out, then even especially toward the end of the match, and oh, you just lost all 5,000 your points and all your kills and the locks because it just kicked you, and now you lose all that because you don't get that unless you complete the match in Battlefield. Still the state now, it's not even working. And then the DLC came out for 4 new maps, and that apparently made it worse, even broke it more. Even at this point, Polygon I think has the game down to a 4 because of how broken it is, which is basically unacceptable. I mean, DICE games are usually pretty broken, especially the first week, especially Battlefield. And it's like, oh, you take a launch game basically and DICE game, put them together, it's like the worst combination ever, first off. But it was also broken on PC, again, really bad, especially at launch, which is ridiculous and unacceptable. I like the game a lot. I couldn't review it at this point, though, if I wanted to, because of how broken it is. It just doesn't work enough, honestly, to even give it one. It's like, I love the game, it's fun, but it doesn't work half the time, if that. How many times it takes you? Sometimes it takes me 15 minutes to get into a match on Xbox One, trying to get in, and then just getting kicked right away, or the server doesn't load, and then it's like, oh, well, can't connect the servers. Servers are down. Oh, there's no Conquest servers up. When it comes down to, though, if you were playing or looking at playing, even though it's broke somewhat, all the first weapons basically suck. Except for the sniper, the recon class, the sniper rifle, the first one you get is pretty decent. The second one I like a lot more, though. The support class's first LMG is terrible. The second one's better, so not far. I haven't played a whole lot of support. The most I played into it is recon, and I think the first 4 sniper rifles. The second sniper rifle is probably the best one in my opinion. But the game's great, like I said, when it works. The destruction, the Levolution, or whatever you want to call it, that stupid term, it's pretty cool and stuff. Some of them is not that big and doesn't fit the map a lot, like the one that was in the beta, Shanghai. That can, because if you get up in the tower, you can parachute to the other top of the building, especially if they're sniping. Once that goes down, that makes it harder to get on top of buildings and get the other places really easily from the sky, so that limits it and definitely changes it, and sometimes people have to destroy that right away, which I don't understand. The assault class weapons and that are pretty straightforward, as you've seen. They've changed some stuff. One thing I would like to see is them limit the DMR weapons to only recon, because it kind of gets annoying when you have people running around with that and they can fire it off, and it's even worse than a shotgun sometimes. Shotguns don't seem overused this time around. It's not like Battlefield 3 where if you put on the USA, the frag rounds, the thing was practically a tank cannon, but yeah, at this point, I like the game a lot when it works and it can play. And I'll probably go more detail with video detail on the different weapons, what I like for each class, what I think works the best, and some other tips and stuff for beginners. I had some stuff recorded, and I'll probably go through that and whatnot. Also going to be doing a video showing all some of the Xbox One's recording and how it looks from the clips, cutting them together, and then compared to the PC version, and then also compared to if you use a decent external recording device. Live Gamer HD is what I'll use. But that's basically it about Battlefield right now for me. Kind of a rant and talking about what I think of the game after about a month, I guess. But we wasn't able to get as much time as I would like, of course, because it doesn't work half the time. Well, guys, it's Fox, and I'm out.